Namo Doi Savayantanam, Namo Doi Savasidanam, Namo Doi Savairiyam, Namo Doi Savajayam, Namo Doi Savatrikavati Savanam, Omkaramindu Sanyupancham Jayanti Yogina, Kamadam Okshadam Sri Omkaraya Namo Mangalam Bhagavanayo Mangalam Uttamani, Mangalam Kunkundariyo Jendram Bosamangalam Namasanaristara, Swanubhutya Chakasti Swadhay Bhavaya Vibhav Nirusnidata.
Om Namo Lohe Sarvatrikavarti Arantanam. Om Namo Lohe Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Om Namo Lohe Sarvatrikavarti Aryanam. Om Namo Lohe Sarvatrikavarti Vajjanam. Om Namo Lohe Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Iso Panchanamukkaro Sarvapava Panasno Manglalancha Sarvasing Padamam Hovinglam. Omkaram Bindu Sanyuktam Nityan Dhyayanti Yoginam Kamadam Moksadam Chaiva Omkaraya Namo Namah Namo Samaysaraya Swanu Bhutya Chakasate Chitsabhavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachide Agnanatimirandhanam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavanta Varto Omkaranada Jinano Jayavanta Varto Jinana Samo Sarana Sau Jayavanta Varto Ne Tirthachara Jagama Jayavanta Varto Namo E Tirthanayakane Namo Omkaranadane Omkara Sangaryotene Namo Te Se Kunda Kundane Aho Upakara Jinavarno Kundano Dvani Divyano Jina Kunda Dvani Apya Aho Te Guru Kanano Aho Te Bhagavati Matano Dhruva Achalane Anupama Kati Pamela Sarve Siddhane Vande Kaho Sutta Kevali Bhasita Asamaya Pravrata Are O Eka Suddha Sada Arupi Gnana Darshanamaya Kare Kayanyate Marujari Paramanu Matra Natiyare Jamanetrate Majagnana Nathikaraka Vedakare Jani Jakarmodaya Nirajara Bandate Majmoksane Om Namah Siddhivyo Om Namah Siddhivyo Om Suddhatmane Namah. Jai Jinendra. Last week we started Samaysar Gatha 6 and we were going through some of the basic principles that we have to really understand very well, because so heavy words are going to come, and we want to make sure that we really understand the meanings of those things, and that's what we have started last week. And there was also some questions. So if your question, will just go through it. If not, then I will probably try to recapitulate what we tried to do last week. So if anybody has any question right now, or I'll just try to do it. Let's do that, okay? So Samaysar Gatha 6, and I'm going to skip quite a few stanzas slides, and then we'll come back to, okay, here. When there is a heat outside, then thermometer is an indicator giving the amount what is outside. Right now in Phoenix, for example, it is 6 o'clock and it is very, very hot. And my telephone says that temperature right now outside is 108 degrees. So the thermometer is an indicator of the things, which is how hot it is. Similarly, as thermometer is an indicator for the heat, The same way, when we talk about material karma, when we talk about Jnanavarna karma, Darshanavarna karma, Antara karma, Mohniya karma, etc., all 8 types of karma, when we talk about it, that karma are associated with the soul. So those karma are the indicator of the internal status of the soul. What is the condition of the soul? I don't perceive that, but the nature of the karma will tell me this is what you are. And so, therefore, to describe the soul's condition of infatuation, which is a moh, one is using deluding karma, which is a mohniya karma, as its indicator. So, when we are talking gunsthanak, and when we are talking about deluding karma and everything, ultimately we are trying to go into the soul's internal status at that condition. So what happens when mohniya karma, certain numbers are gone? What is the soul status there? So those are the things that we are using this mohniya karma or deluding karma as an indicator of a soul's infatuated state. We are for time infinite involved with infatuation, which is mithyatva, which is a wrong faith, which is infatuation. So this wrong faith on the body, that is the main thing that we are talking about when we say infatuation. But there are deeper things are there, which we are going to go in detail over here. So number one, why we are using mohniya karma or deluding karma for this gunsthanak thing, for spiritual development state, because the karma are the indicator. So as we said last time, there are 5 reasons that karma bondage occurs to the self, and that is wrong belief, vowlessness, carelessness, toxic emotions, and vibratory capacity activity of the space point of the soul. So these are the 5 points through which we understand what is happening, and these are the 5 reasons of the soul's state that will bind the karma, and now the karma will come in fruition, and again soul will go in that state. And so this circle of wrong faith and transmigration keeps on going forever and ever. So so when number 1 is present, that's a mithyatva is present, then all 5 are present as karma bondage. When 2 is present, then remaining 4 are present for karma bondage. When 3 is present, only 3 are present. When only toxic emotions are there, only 2 things. And yoga is the last thing, that vibratory capacity of the space point of the soul. So these are the 5 reasons. Now, when we are coming to these 5 reasons, these first 4 are put together, and we just say it's an infatuation. Last week, Ankit raised the question, and it was not, I don't think it was clarified. So what we say more in general in this topic here, that means it includes wrong belief, vowlessness, carelessness, and toxic emotion. All those 4 things in this stanza, in our understanding of this stanza, or our understanding of spiritual development state, our understanding for gunsthanak, then we put all these 4 guys together and give them the name as moh, means infatuation, and the other guy is a yog, which is vibratory activity of the space point of the soul. So moh and yog are the reasons for spiritual development state. Moh and yog, the spiritual development states are created, and this creation of the spiritual development state, they are the modes. That is very important point that we have to understand. that, I am in mithyatva, means I have wrong belief mode going on. Mode means transformation. Mode is changes. So each change is occurring to me every moment are due to wrong faith, and so that is called mode, transformation, paryay. These are the same words. Then up to 12th gun more plays the part, and then 13th and 14th gun Yog starts playing the part. So these two guys, Mo and Yog, infatuation and vibratory capacity of the space front of the soul, are the reason for all number 1 to 14 gun to occur, number 1 to 14 spiritual development state to occur. Means each state the soul will progress with his further spirituality, and ultimately after the 14th stage, then the soul becomes totally pure in nature. Soul is totally engrossed in its true nature, and soul is devoid of all the karma particle, and this free soul, liberated soul, emancipated soul stays at the top of the universe. It's called Adobe of Siddha, where this soul, this free soul, which we call Bhagwan, which we call Siddha Bhagwan, which we call free soul, liberated soul, emancipated soul, it remains forever in its own supersensuous bliss. This bliss is going on forever. Last week in my class in our Phoenix Swadhay group, there was a question came that what is the nature of this supersensuous bliss? Because I have never experienced. Because we have never experienced. And even though people who have experienced, even the enlightened souls who have experienced the true nature of the soul or supersensuous bliss, they cannot express in the words. For example, if I give you so many different things and I say orange juice is sweet, apple juice is sweet, tea is sweet, mango juice is sweet, and banana is sweet, then one is going to say, wait a second, what do you mean by everything is sweet? How can you differentiate those sweetness? Can you explain? No, I cannot explain. So the Acharya Bhagwan says, well, you want to know about this supersensuous bliss which I'm experiencing? You also taste yourself. You experience yourself and you will know it. But we have experience and we can kind of explain what it is, but not in exact form. For example, supersensuous bliss, pure nature of the soul. Then Acharya Bhagavan will say, do you become angry? Yes. Then pure nature of the soul is without anger. Do you become egoistic? Yeah. Soul's true nature is without egoistic state. Do you become greedy? Yes. Soul is without. So I'm not Ankit, I'm not Vibhuti, I'm not Amit, all those things, but who am I? Then Acharya Bhagavan says, you experience yourself, then you will know it. So with Mo and Yog, when we start working on those two things, then we start increasing our spiritual capacity. So we talk about this deluding karma, and we talk a little bit great detail about all those things. This is the first gun means wrong faith state. It's a first spiritual development state, and all this deluding karma with all its 28 parts are present, and that's why the soul is in a wrong faith state. It's called first spiritual development state. This state, even though I as a soul could be in lowest possible life called Nigod, or I could be in the ninth neck dwelling celestial place. But Because I have all this activity of the deluding karma present, that's why I'm in the wrong fate state, and it's the first spiritual development state. One can say, wait a second, why will you tell this one as a first spiritual development state? Because there is a knowledge going on. Even the lowest possible form of the life called Nigod, it has a capacity to know. As a 5-sense sentient being, I have capacity to know. When I become heavenly angels, I become an infernal soul, I become an animal or plant, I have a capacity to know. However, that capacity could be so minuscule, but it's still capable. That's why it's the first spiritual development state, where all the transmigratory souls are involved, those who do not have right faith. Then thereafter we just went through the next state, that when we remove this right faith deluding karma, means there are three things are involved. Let me just move these guys over here. Sorry. That and plus infinite bondage producing karma, which is anger, ego, deceit, and greed. So 4 of this one and 3 of this one, when they are gone, means when the soul the very first time experiences the innate nature of the soul, when my faith, which is for time infinite directed to outside, now I bring it to inside. Now I experience my real nature of the soul. That means I am already in the 4th spiritual development state, which is called samyaktva state, which is called right faith state. Soul from the first goes to 4. When he's falling down, he goes to 2nd and 3rd. We don't have to worry about 2nd and 3rd because they are on the verge of falling down. I'm not here to fall down. I'm here to take the ladder up. So the soul will go from 1st to 4. When we talk about Gunsthanak in absolute detail, then we'll go through all the rest of the thing. But this is our purpose right now, is this is the 4th Gunsthanak. Then this becomes a 5th spiritual development state. Then this becomes 6th and 7th spiritual development state. We already talked last time, that's why I'm going far. Then this becomes 10th spiritual development state. And when everything is gone, all deluding karma are gone, then soul is of a 12th spiritual development state, which is called Vitragta, which is called complete passionless state. All deluding karmas are gone. So here, the soul is in a perfect passionless state. There is no anger, no deceit, no ego, no greed. There is no likes and dislikes. It is always, the soul is just amazingly pure in its nature and does not have any affection to any outside world at all. So this is 12th. So the deluding karma, which is called karma, which is representing more, means infatuation of the soul, then they are gone. Then they at the 12th spiritual development state is obtained. Now comes the yoga, the vibratory capacity of the space point of the soul are coming in the picture. Vibratory capacity means all the space points are just kind of shaking inside in the whole whole parameter of the soul, and this is the vibratory capacity activity of the space point of the soul. And this is the Sayogi Kevali. Sayogi Kevali means this is the omniscient Lord with physical body. The vibratory capacity of the space point of the soul will produce this mind, speech, and action of the body. Mind, speech, and action of the body are outside material thing, and inside the soul there is a vibratory activity of the space point of the soul. This is the This is the altered nature of a yoga attribute. A yoga attribute is an important attribute of the soul, and the altered activity is vibration. And when the vibration going on in the soul space point, at that time, there is a speech, mind, and action seen in the non-living physical body. So, omniscient. Let's take a Tirthankar Bhagwan, Mahasaya Bhagwan, 2500 years back. He obtained omniscience at the age of 42. From age of 42 till age of 72, that he obtained nirvana. He has only the reason for binding the karma is yoga activity, means vibratory capacity of the space point, of the soul space point. And that's why he will bind the karma, but it is so minuscule. One moment karma bonded, second moment they come in fruition, third moment they disappear. So this is kind of a very, very weak thing that is present in Tirthankar Bhagwan and all omniscient lords. Then we are coming to 14th Gunsthanak. In 14th Gunsthanak, what happens? That you have the space point now becomes stationary. Space points become stationary, and this is called Ayogi Kevali, means a Siddha Bhagwan state. Omniscient Lord with no physical body, it becomes a free soul now. Ayog is an innate attribute of the soul. The physical body, speech, and mind cease to exist on this 14th state. And once that is actually, and this is so microscopic time that all these things ceases and the soul becomes perfect, pure, and it has all the supersensuous bliss and happiness that is uninterrupted form, no physical body's association, and the soul will go to the Adobe of Siddha. He will stay there as a Siddha Bhagwan for time infinite. It will start now, it will remain for time infinite in the same bliss that he'll be there. Remember, he doesn't have any likes and dislikes. He doesn't have any passion. He doesn't have any attachment to the worldly objects at all. He is all knower, and enjoying his all bliss. So he knows himself perfectly, and at the same time, he is also observing all the 6 substances of the universe, their past, present, future modes, whatever they are. So this is called Siddha Bhagwan. So these are the things that we just say. So now coming to the point here, what is soul's activity? Soul could be in its innate state, which is called Svabhav Bhav, which is called attentive state, Apramadasha. Why we decided all this thing for last 20 minutes is to explain attentive state, Apramadasha. Because when the soul is in its innate state, it gets engrossed in the innate state, it is called Apramadasha. Then soul could be also in deluded state, it's called Vibhav, or instability state is called Asthirta or Rag. Now, this needs explanation. So, for time infinite, that a soul is in a wrong faith, in a first Gunsthanak, in a first spiritual development state, it is always in deluded state. It is in a deluded state, and that is called Vibhava. Deluded state is called Vibhava. But when the soul obtains samyaktva, when soul realizes its own innate nature, when soul experiences its own innate nature, then he is in the Svabhav, but at a 4th spiritual state, he doesn't stay there for long. He just is there and comes out because his efforts are not strong enough. So when he is not in Svabhav and comes out and he is in unstable state, it is called Asthirtan or Rag. This is not called deluded state in the 4th Gunsthana onward. They are called instability state. And here what happens, this is called non-attentive state, means pramat dasha. Why pramat? Why non-attentive? Because this is its true nature, to be in the innate state all the time. Sugar will give sweetness. Salt will give salty taste. This is their innate nature. Soul's activity, innate nature, innate state. This is the true activity of the soul. But instead, I could be in the deluded state, or I could be in the instability state. And because I'm not in the innate state, that's why this is called pramadasa, or non-attentive state. My attention has to be here. I'm non-attentive because I'm looking at outside object. What are those outside things? I could be in the auspicious activity, or I could be in the inauspicious activity. So, two important words we are describing are pramadasha and pramadasa. This is the heart of the discussion of the one of the main point of discussion that is coming in stanza 6. And that's why we have to understand this non-attentive state, attentive state. If that point is clear, then now we are just saying during the first to sixth spiritual development state, soul is in an altered state where he is not in the experiencing phase. When soul gets engrossed in his true nature, then it's called experiencing phase. When soul is projecting outside, then it's called the altered state, and that is called non-attentive state. So during first to sixth spiritual development state, when the soul is in an altered state, and during 7 to 14 spiritual development state, soul stays in the innate form, means attentive state, which is called apramadasa. So 1 to 6 gunsthana. Now, here is a caveat that we have to understand. During first spiritual development state, I know that I'm projecting outside, I'm in the wrong faith, I'm in mithyatva, so I'm in non-attentive state. But what about the fourth gunsthanak? What about the fifth gunsthanak? What about sixth gun? There is an experience has occurred. But while soul is not in the experiencing phase on fourth, fifth, and sixth gunsthanak, then he is remaining in a non-attentive state, means he is projecting himself in outside world. And that's why during first to sixth, it is called altered state, especially when he is in non-experiencing phase in a fourth, fifth, and sixth gunsthana. But during 7 to 14 spiritual development state, he is engrossed in his true nature and he remains there. That's why this is called attentive state. So two important words we are describing, non-attentive state and attentive state. It should be clear in our mind what it means. Now we are starting the introduction to the stanza number 6, what it says. It says, Kodaso Suddha Atmeti Chet. Means, Evo Suddha Atma kaun se ke janu swarup janu jo hai. Means, the learned student, he had understood the stanza 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and now he says, okay, he asked his spiritual guru that now I understand something, that you are telling me to concentrate on my true nature of eternal soul substance. So what's the nature of the eternal true substance that I should be knowing about? First thing, I should know what is the nature of it. If I know the nature, then I can try to go and get involved with that. But if I don't know what's the true nature, so this stanza, as we say, Gurudev Kanji Swami repeatedly says in this for this stanza, and several places he has said that this is the heart of the Samaysar. This is the Samaysar where it begins. And now he is going to take us to deep water in which it's going to be a point of no return basically, because now we are going to get involved in the true nature of the self. We'll know exactly what it is, and then we'll see what I'm supposed to do. So this is the stanza that Kunkun Swami wrote down. Then we'll go, this is the Gujarati version. Nathi apramat ke pramat nathi je ek gnayak bhav je e reet suddha kathayane je gnat te to tej che. That real being who is of the nature of knower is neither identical with apramat means attentive or pramat means non-attentive beings. His nature as the knower is unique and self-identical, thus declares the thinkers who adopt the pure absolute point of view. There are two lines are there. Simple two lines are there. Anybody can sing those two lines, but there is a deep, deep, deep meaning is there, which we are trying to explore, that Gurudev Kanji Swami has told us, and he explained to us in an extreme detail, so that we understand the right thing and we don't have the wrong information. Remember, it doesn't make difference whether you are following Jain principles, Jain ethics, or Jain rituals or not. And if you understand who am I, what is my true nature, where I belong to, what's my association with the alien objects of the universe, if I understand that part, then I can go on that path and try to acquire that nature, which is always there. I don't have attention drawn to that one. So he's going to talk about it. Srimadji said the same thing. He said in Bahu Punya Kera, Kona chu kya thi thayo suswarup je maru kharu kona sabande valgana che rakhu ke e pariharu. There he's asking question, and here is an answer for that stanza. So here we just say this is a Gatharth, and now we are just going to understand. So before we just understand, then we have to know what is alien object, what is par padarth, what is Acharya Bhagwan driving point at this subject, saying that alien objects means par padarth. Par padarth are varieties of things, means non-bonded quasi-karma, means abadhan no karma, means house, family, money, etc. are called non-bonded quasi-karma. Means I don't bind the karma because of a house being present, family is there, money is there. I don't bind karma. But when I just say this is my family is great, my kids are fantastic, my parents have a really great reputation in the country, or I have the biggest house on the block, or I'm loaded with. So when that kind of ego comes because of house, family, money, then I bind the karma. But house itself, okay, so I have a house to live. It's not a big deal. Okay, I have a family. Okay, so what a big deal. Everybody has family. So I have family. I have money. Some has more, some has less. So what? So money, family or house does not let you bind, they don't let you bind karma. But when you put your ego towards that, when you put mindness, my house is better than yours, my things are better than yours, or I have something which is outdated thing than yours, then I'm binding karma. So this is the one reason they are called alien objects. Second, bonded quasi-karma means a baddhano karma means physical body and senses. My body is mine. This is my body. I'm keeping it very strong. I'm doing regular physical activity. I maintain my weight. I maintain my diabetes perfect. So what a big deal. So you do it. So why you keep on singing about the praises of your body? Body is a material thing. body is material. But because I take mindness to that body, this is my body, I control my body, I can take care of my body, I can do, forget about those things. My eyesights are great, my sense of smell is great, my hearing is not good. So all the senses in physical body, I don't have to have any mindness. They are there, associated relationship are there, but I don't have to. See, Tirthankar Bhagwan and Omniscient Lord also has physical body. If I'm binding karma because of physical body, then he should be also binding karma because of physical body. No, he doesn't consider his body to be there. He knows simply I'm attached to the body till my eligibility for my mode comes to go to the next gati. That means my physical body will be left at the time. That's all he thinks about. He doesn't have any unity with the body. So this is the other alien object. Then third one is material karma, dravya karma. We Jains are stuck on this material karma business because I don't have knowledge. So my knowledge obscuring karma are coming in future. I have deluding karma coming in fruition. That's why I have an infatuation. I have my bad body is bad because I have my name determining karma are kind of screwed up. Don't worry about material karma. They are there. Association is there with the body, and they are the closest with the body. Remember, house can go away. I can depart from the family. Money can depart me. Physical body also can be departed from me. When I'm dead, physical body is there, soul has gone. But material karma stays with me in the sense when I'm in transmigratory soul from human being. I'm dead right now, and I'm going to the infernal life or celestial life or any other life I'm going. Material karma are stuck to my soul, and so they come with me. Material body doesn't come, money doesn't come, but the material karma, they come. So karma has closest association with me, but they are called alien object because they are the non-living objects. And then inclusion of attachment and aversion, rag and dvesh, that is also alien object. Why? Who performs rag and dvesh? Who has an inclination of attachment and inclination of aversion? It's me. It happens in my soul substance. But they're transient in nature. If I'm angry right now, how long the anger will stay with me? 1 minute, 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, half an hour, whatever. They will just dissipate. I have the ego. My ego gets deflated. You know, it's just like that hot air balloon. Somebody puts a needle and the whole thing deflates. So my ego can get it. My greed can get it, can remain for a while. I have so much possessions with me, but then they can also go away and I can become possessionless also. So inclination of attachment and aversion, even though they are occurring within me, but they are transient, they are in the modal form, they are in the form pariyai form, so they can go away. So they are also called alien objects. And in this Samaysar, when we talk about alien object, when Gurudev Sri Kanji Swami talks about alien object, when Kunkun Acharya Dev wants to talk about alien object, he doesn't worry about money or physical body or material karma. He talks about alien object, means my rag and dvesh. So me having the inclination of attachment and inclination of aversion, that is alien objects for me. So whenever in Samaysar we talk about alien objects, we talk about par padarth, we are talking about inclination of attachment and aversion. So this is the point to be well understood, that we don't talk about all these three guys because they are obviously away from me, but these are the guys occurring within me. but still they are not me. And that's what Samaysar is going to concentrate on it one. So because they are the modal form, they are the transformation form, they are the paryay, and because of parinaman, paryay, that they can go away, and that's why they are also called alien objects. So I have closest association as an alien object is my inclination of attachment and aversion. So this is important thing that we have to understand, that what is alien object. Having understood that part, now we just go and just say, what is this stanza wants to talk about? It just says, all-knowing virtue of the soul is a gnayak bhav. The eternal soul substance, which was there in my lowest form of life, Nigod, it's there with me right now as a 5 sense sentient being, as a human being. When I go to heavenly life or any other life, or I start getting the right faith, I go to 4th spiritual development state, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, or 13th, 14th, all the time, this all-knowing virtue of the soul is with me all the time. It's there permanently. It's there eternally. And it is not gone. It's always there. So we are talking about all-knowing virtue of the soul. The eternal true nature of the soul substance is called Trikali Dhruv Dravya. Samaysar, stanza 6, will only hit this part. Eternal true nature of the soul substance. Trikali means eternal, Dhruv means eternal also, Dravya means soul substance. So this is the thing that we are going to concentrate on it. This is my true nature. The gold is present as a particles mixed with the dirt into the gold mine. You just go, gold digger goes and takes this dirt out, and he puts this gold particles with the dust through a process of heat, to the process of fire, and ultimately gold comes out on one side and the dust remains on the other side. This gold now is made into the form of coin. It is a Canadian maple leaf coin, 99.999% pure, almost 100% pure gold. That is also called gold. The gold which was in the mine mixed with the dirt also was called gold. Then I make a ring out of it, that is also gold. I make a necklace out of it, that's gold. I make bracelet out of it, it's gold. Gold is a gold no matter what. Soul is a soul no matter it is the lowest possible form of life, or human life, or subhuman life of plants and animals, or celestial life, or it is the liberated soul. Everywhere, soul substance is always there. And this is what the subject of Samaysar that we'll be talking about it. Then here one considers modes and attributes. Secondary nature means gun paryay gaun karelche. Means, remember, let's take the gold. The gold which was mixed into the dirt, into the mine. Gold which was partially purified, gold is still there. Gold is completely purified, gold is there. Gold is into the form of a bracelet, necklace, ring, all those things. Gold is there. So what we just said, when we talk about gold, means we just made this, its modes and attributes as secondary in nature. Gold's mode like ring, bracelet, necklace, we made them as secondary. For example, you have so much gold in the form of necklace and ring and bracelets and all kind of things are there, and you don't want this one. So now you are going to a goldsmith and you just said, I want to sell these things. These are the most precious thing I have it. this ring was my marriage ring, and this was already given to me in the gift from my whatever. We can give all kind of description of the ring and bracelet and necklace and everything. What does that goldsmith look in those things? He just looks at the amount that is presented on the table. He just looks at it. He says, how much is a gold? What's the weight of this gold? What's the price of the gold? What's my profit? What I'm going to give to this lady. So the lady is describing it's all the modes and paryai and everything about the gold. The goldsmith looks at the gold as a substance. So here, when we are talking soul as a substance, is the soul is a 5 sense living being, human being, or soul is an infernal life, or soul is a heavenly life, or soul is a plant and animal life, or soul is a lowest possible form of life called Nigod. All those things are to be ignored because they are to be made secondary while we are talking about soul substance, soul present there. Gurudev Kanji Swami at one time gave a fantastic one sentence. But then in that whole sentence, he gave the essence of the teaching of Samaysar. One time, the Kshamavani day, after the Destruction Parva was over, and Gurudev Sri said that if I, as the soul substance, if I have seen anybody in this world, anybody in this universe, in the form of their modes, then I'm asking for forgiveness. Why? Because he has realized his soul, which is an eternal soul substance. Even the Nigod cell, even the lowest possible form of life, that also has an eternal soul substance. It has a capacity to get liberated. The hellish soul also has a soul substance. Heavenly soul has a soul substance. Plant and animals have soul substance. So my enemy has a soul substance. My friend has a soul substance. So everybody has soul substance. So I'm making everybody's modes and attribute as secondary, and I'm looking at them as a Bhagwan Atma. Bhagwan Atma means everybody is an eternal true nature of the soul, and that's what he said. So one sentence alone, and he gave the total essence of Samaysar in that one sentence. So the Gnani Purush, the enlightened persons, when they speak also, that also is very, very meaningful. Or when they don't speak, then also is very meaningful. So that's why importance of Guru is a lot more in this time of the life, because they direct us where we are supposed to go. Anyway, so here we are talking of soul substance, eternal true nature of the soul. Now, meaning of the stanza. Now remember that attentive, non-attentive state came. What did we say about attentive, non-attentive? Because they were the modes. They were the modes. 1st to 6 Gunsthanak was a mode. 7 to 14 Gunsthanak was a mode. It was a paryai. So attentive state, state is a word. Attentive state, non-attentive state. When we use the non-attentive state, attentive state means they are the modes, they are paryai, they are transformation, they are modifications, and they are transient in nature. So attentive, non-attentive is not the nature of all-knowing virtue of the soul, Nayak Bhav, therefore it is pure. That gold could be mixed with the dust, but that dust particle association is to be made secondary in nature, and then gold particles are gold. That means this is my true nature of the soul, all-knowing virtue of the soul is always pure, and this attentive, non-attentive state, they are transient in nature, they are to be made secondary and to be ignored for this discussion. It's entirely separate from alien belonging and has oneness with the self. The eternal true nature of the soul means Gnayak Bhav is entirely separate from alien. Remember alien belonging, money, house, body, the material karma, and my rag and dvesh, my inclination of attachment and aversion. So when we talk about alien belonging here, means I am separate from my rag and dvesh. So this is what, that's why we have taken enough time, longer time to explain those, the meaning of those words, because entirely these are the words coming again and again and again in 6 stanza. So we better get familiarized with that. So the eternal true nature means eternal true nature of the self, or Gnayak, or all-knowing Gnayak Bhav, is entirely separate from alien belonging of inclination of attachment and aversion, and I have oneness with myself only, my eternal self. And now, inclination of attachment and aversion can also be said auspicious and inauspicious inclinations also. Auspicious and inauspicious inclinations are non-living in nature and are devoid of any consciousness element. Remember, auspicious and inauspicious inclination, or inclination of attachment and aversion, means rag, dvesh, or shubh and ashubh bhav. How are they created? Well, I have the scripture in my hand right now. I love my Samaysar. I respect my Samaysar. I read that one every day. So it's my auspicious inclination occurred, because this book is there. I hate certain things. I hate that guy. I hate that guy because I don't like him. So I have an inauspicious inclination. Or that thing has to be killed because that creature is bothering us. So that is my inclination of aversion, or inauspicious inclination occurred. All these auspicious and inauspicious inclinations are occurring because we direct our attention to alien object. We direct our attention to outside material world. And so, because they are produced when I'm looking at the outside world, that's why they are called non-living. See, this is a very good take-home point. Auspicious inclination, inauspicious inclination, shubh bhav and ashubh bhav, they occur because I'm directing my attention to outside non-living material world. And that's why they are called non-living also. And also, auspicious, inauspicious inclination, they don't have knowledge capacity. That's why they are not having consciousness, and that's why they are called alien being. All-knowing virtue of the soul does not become auspicious or inauspicious inclination. All-knowing virtue of the soul is eternal in nature. It is always there. It has no changes occurring within it. It is inert in nature, and auspicious, inauspicious inclinations are the modal form. It's a paryay form. It's a transformation form. It's transient in nature. So compared to permanent nature of my thing, these are transient in nature. And so they are not my part. So that's a point that we are trying to understand. One who is awakened is also known as knower. Means now that I realize what is my true nature and I want to know my true nature of the self, that is called Gnayak or Jagto Jiv. This is permanent state and does not turn into non-conscious element of auspicious, inauspicious inclination. That is pretty obvious, we discuss about it. Now, Pramat means non-attentive state, soul from 1 to 6 spiritual development state. Apramat means attentive state, 7 to 14 spiritual development state. And all-knowing virtue of the soul is one indivisible nature of the soul, and therefore there is no division of spiritual development state in it. It is pure, 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 pure in nature forever and ever. I just want to look at it. So all this 1 to 14 stages become secondary in nature. So again, diluting state means more. It's there from 1 to 6 spiritual development state, and it's called non-attentive state. This is revision of what we did so far. Diluting state more from 7 to 12 spiritual development state is attentive state, apramadasha, and vibratory capacity of the space point of the soul is 13, 14 spiritual development state, and it is also attentive state, apramadasha. But my eternal nature is away from all these 1 to 14 stages, and I am the eternal form. I'm not transient form. These are the transient form that we describe. Now, time-wise, we are okay. Okay, 5 minutes. I think I'm going to go quickly because I have to come to one important slide. All-knowing virtue of the soul substance is having oneness with the self and no division within, that we discussed about it. Diluting state and vibratory activity, they produce 1 to 14 stages, and these spiritual stages are coming because of fruition of material karma, and spiritual development stage are considered as mode of the matter, and there is no conscious element within, which already we talked about, we discussed about in great detail. Now comes all-knowing virtue of the eternal true nature of the soul is having oneness and is devoid of any division within. All-knowing virtue of the soul is its eternal actual state and is with supersensuous bliss. Let me just go through this one quickly. And now I want to, okay, now these are the slides that I want to just finish today. Object of knowledge. Object of knowledge is called Gne. Word Gne will be coming, which is an object of knowledge. This is the object of knowledge for me. This is a telephone. This is an object of knowledge. This is a pen. And all these things are object of knowledge. Now, so what is the object of knowledge? Right now, we just consider over here as a peacock, right? Now knowledge mode. Now, see here, point that we are taking is how the knowledge occurs within me. So knowledge of object of mode is over here, which is a peacock. And now my knowledge mode is here, which is kind of a mirror. My knowledge mode is like a mirror. And this object of knowledge gets reflected in my mirror. Object of knowledge is there, peacock is there, it gets reflected in the mirror, reflected in my knowledge mode. Remember, mirror did not go to the peacock and say, hey, come down, come in me, come and illuminate within me. No, it's simply knowledge mode is there, and there is a reflection or illumination of this object of knowledge occurs. Now, illumination of the object in this mode is called Gneyakar. Object of knowledge and illumination of an object. Object of knowledge and illumination of the object. This is called Gney. This is called Gneyakar. Means a shape gets illuminated in the mirror. That is called Gneyakar. Now, that means conventional wisdom says because this object of knowledge present, that's why there is a illumination occurred, right? So if illumination is due to the object, then there is impurity in the knowledge mode due to presence of an object. That is called Gne Krut Ashuddhata. Let's define this word. What I'm saying, because there is an object present, because there is peacock present, then peacock's image occurred in the mirror. Is it true sentence though? According to Samaysar, it is not a true sentence. Why? That's coming next slide. There is a soul substance. This is a very, very important point. We'll have to discuss that next time also, but put your attention to this. Soul substance is there, and soul substance as knowledge attribute is there, and knowledge attribute as knowledge mode. This is the function of the soul. Soul substance, knowledge attribute, knowledge mode. Dravya, gun, paryay. Now, this knowledge mode is the mirror over here. This knowledge mode is a mirror. Now, shape of the knowledge mode occurring by itself. Now, see what important thing what you are putting over here. The mirror decided to have the illumination occur within the mirror. Knowledge mode decided by itself to have the illumination occur within the knowledge mode. So all these things that is so far occurred in the same substance occurred. Soul substance, knowledge attribute, knowledge mode. Now, what is this illumination occurred? Then it says, hey, there was an object of knowledge present, and that object of knowledge got reflected here. What is the original thing happened? How did reflection occur? There is a soul substance, its knowledge attribute, and knowledge mode decided by itself to have the illumination occur within. And at that time, the object of knowledge was simply present as nimit, as an instrumental cause. Once again, if your argument will be, if this object is not there, how can it be reflected here? Okay, all right, good question. Remember, if this is the object of knowledge, and I have a wall over here, will that object of knowledge get illuminated here? Yes or no? Answer is no. So how did the illumination occur? Because the capacity of the mirror by itself, mirror was there, that's why illumination occurred. If there was instead of mirror, there was a wall was there, illumination will not occur. So this guy simply is present. Yes. Question? Okay. So this guy simply is present as an object, but the mirror has a capacity, and that too, the clean mirror. Suppose the mirror was dirty, there's lots of dust is there and everything, there's oil and dust and all those things are there, then there may not be proper illumination. When this mirror is clean, pure, perfect looking, then the illumination will occur, because this illumination, mirror is a reason for making illumination. So soul substance, knowledge attribute, and knowledge mode, mirror, my knowledge mode. That is the primary reason for any shape of knowledge mode occurring within me. My knowledge mode is a reason for illumination of alien objects occurring within me. So this is a very, very important point. This is the heart of the sixth stanza that we'll be talking more and more. Now, how did the illumination occur? Because of me as a soul substance. I am the knower. I'm the knower. I have the capacity to know. I have the know. Because I have capacity to know, that's why illumination occurred, and that is all that illumination occurred because of my knowledge mode's action only.
Kirit?
Yes.
Is this what's called Swapa Prakashak?
We are just Prakashak only right now. Then we'll just talk Swapa Prakashak later on. This is Prakashak, means how did illumination occur? It is because of me as a soul substance, having knowledge attribute, and the knowledge attribute having modes occurring every samay, modes occurring of knowledge every samay. And so the illumination occurred. Now, is it Swaprakashak Prakashak, that we'll be discussing later on. But right now, the nature of illumination. So illumination occurs because of me, myself, because of my knowledge mode's capacity, coming from knowledge attribute, means soul substance. Means each time I see any object within me getting illuminated, what do I know about it? Because this guy is present. And that's why all knower, all knower, eternal soul substance is present, which is a knowledge attribute, and that's why it is knowledge mode, and that's why the alien object got illuminated. So I am the reason for illumination. So who I am, who am I? The soul substance, eternal soul substance, Gnayak, the all-knower soul substance is the reason for illumination. And this is what I have to understand. If once I understand this part, then it becomes easier to digest what is coming up next. So
okay,
I think, yeah. Go
Does
ahead.
that mean that, for example, a soul with the Shuddha Gnan Pariyai
Yeah.
will know everything because that soul knows itself?
See, now you already catch the point. Soul substance, knowledge attribute, they are pure, but knowledge mode also has become pure. This mirror is now absolutely pure, spotless. So what will happen? Whole universe will get illuminated in this mirror. Whole mirror does not have to make any effort for illumination. So the soul substance, knowledge attribute, knowledge mode with pure knowledge mode, means purity, means Siddha Bhagwan and Aryan Bhagwan, then whole universe get reflected because this is a pure knowledge mode. This is a pure mirror in front of me right now. So this is the important point that we have to learn. Its process is same. Previous slide also we just said the same thing. What did we say previous slide? That because of object, it gets illuminated. But over here it says, no, it's not the object. It's not the object, but it's my own capacity over here, knowledge mode's capacity. That's why there is reflection. This is an important point. If we understand this part, then I think we are on a very slippery slope of finishing the 6th stanza, because now we understand what Acharya Bhagwan wants to drive the point at. What is a take-home message that he wants to give it to us? So we just digest this one, reflect upon, look at it carefully. This is a very important slide that I think it is just giving us idea that is the whole world is that. That's why I know it. No, I have a capacity. My mirror, my knowledge mode is absolutely pure. That's why everything gets reflected in it. And we'll just talk Swapar Prakashak next time. Okay. All right. Any other questions so far? We covered lots of points today, and as I said, this is going to give lots of questions. And if the question occurs, just very good beginning, because now I start thinking about it. So question occurring means I'm on the right track. Is it becoming confusion to me? If confusion is there, that means we are on the right track, because now I want to go out of it. I want to get out of this maze. I want to find it out what is true things. So, the questions occurring is very important. If you get confused, its whole idea is just to confuse you, because if the confusion is there, then the way out also will be there. One of my cardiac surgeons was very nice to talk to me. He says, Kirit, problem never comes without solution. So any time a problem is there, solution is there. If I'm confused, that means there's a getting out of the pathway is always there also. Any other questions so far? Okay. If not, then we'll close right now, and I have one announcement to make it too. So let's close this one first. Javani ke gyan se sujhe lokalok, sovani mastaka namo sada deta hu. No one coming through. Namo Ananta, Namo Siddhana, Namo Arina, Namo Jan, Namo Loe Saushanam. Namo Aranta, Namo Siddhana, Namo Arina, Namo Jan, Namo Loe Saushanam. Namo Aranta, Namo Siddhana, Namo Arina, Namo Jan, Namo Loe Saushanam. Namo Aranta, Namo Siddhana, Namo Arina, Namo Jan, Namo Loe Saushanam. Namo Aranta, Namo Siddhana, Namo Arina, Namo Jan, Namo Loe Saushanam. Namo Aranta, Namo Siddhana, Namo Arina, Namo Jan, Namo Loe Saushanam. Namo Orientam, Namo Sittam, Namo Ayanam, Namo Jan, Namo Loe Sausam, Namo Orientam, Namo Sittam, Namo Ayanam, Namo Jan, Namo Loe Sausam. Jai Jayendra, Michai Dekram. Next week I'll be traveling. I have to go to San Francisco and Sacramento, and I'll be in the air next Wednesday. So if you want, we can do Tuesday. If not, then we can just continue our Wednesday regularly, what time we are meeting. So
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Is Tuesday okay, everybody? If
Yeah.
Tuesday is okay, then we'll just continue to do Tuesday.
Fine.
Yeah, Tuesday's good.
Tuesday is fine.
That's fine.
Okay. And
How much are you?
send me the questions if you have it. Send me email or whatever, or call me or write it or whatever. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Jai Jinendra.
Jai Jinendra.
Bye.
Jai Jinendra.